times 95%, times, 500, sorry, 235.
Times 95% occupancy, that's right.
Times 0.95, times
so how many units,
500,
that it was available?
232 or something.
Okay.
Okay, that's $111,000 in new income a month, times 12. Okay, what's the cap rate? That's 13,000. You guys should be following this math with me. Okay, I'm going to force you to do this when you get to the program, by the way. We don't go through anything this fast. Like I'm Flash Gordon today. Okay, so I'm trying to keep you here. Divide that by what cap rate?
So 1.33, is that right?
Oh, is it 1.3 million?
1.339.
1.339. Yeah, not 13 million.
500, yeah.
Okay, it's $1,339,000 of new income. Now assume that the property was already operating with some expense weight, and that I keep all this. I'm not saying I keep it all. I don't. Probably don't keep it all. But let's say I did. Okay, divide that by what? What's the cap rate in that market?
3.5. Yeah.
38 million.
That's $38 million new value. Ladies and gentlemen, I paid $69 for the property. Okay? That means I will make 50% on my money while I get cash flow. And I still own the asset.
And you didn't put debt on the deal yet either.
And I pay cash. So what do I do now? I go to the bank. Remember, always use debt. One of our unbreakable rules. Rule number 4, always use debt. I didn't use debt on this deal because I needed to close quickly. But I'm always going to use the debt. $70 million is what I paid. Now let's add $38 million in new value. Now it's worth $108 million. I'm going to go to the bank and I'm going to be like, can you guys give me a loan on the deal? 65% loan. I don't need to over leverage the deal. There's no reason to beat it up. $108 million. I'm going to get a loan for $70 million. What did I pay for it? $70 million. I'm going to get my money back. Okay? I'm going to finance the property.
You got your money back.
I got all my money back. And it's still going to cash flow. And it's probably going to make $70 million. 108.
You made $38 million. Got your money back.
It's still going to make $300,000 a year in cash flow. Now I have a real asset. This is the game you want to play. You want to play real asset game that cash flows, that goes up in value, and that rents have the potential to increase. I'll show you how to do the whole thing with the program. GrantCardone.com/REI. GrantCardone.com/invest. 7 reasons you want to do real estate. Proven asset class. Why am I so excited? Proven asset class. The S&P 500 has done 8% a year. Okay, my apartment portfolio has probably done 23% a year. Some of them I can't even measure. Number 2, capital preservation. I have never lost money in a real estate deal. All I have to do is keep it. I just got to keep it. Okay, sooner or later, you just cannot throw the you just can't make them disappear. Capital preservation. Number 3, they cash flow when you sleep. Number 4, real estate's versus what? Real asset versus what? What are you guys going to do? Go create some code, some IP, some royalty income, some value, write a song? Are you Michael Jackson or something? You're like, I'm going to write that next Michael Jackson thing. Okay, good for you. Okay, but remember, Michael was worth more when he died, after he died, than he was while he was alive. So some of you, if you do all this IP stuff that you want to do, all this royalty stuff, all this musical, artistic stuff, okay, you want to protect it. You want to get I got my .com's protected. I have a copyright on it. Trademarked. Okay, good. Well, you might have to die for any of that to be worth anything. I need real assets now for my family. I need real assets before I die. Number 5, tax advantages. Number 6, long-term appreciation. Number 7, leverage. 15% to infinity. That's our returns at our place. We expect a 15% return. I got deals that have done infinite. cannot measure the returns, okay? The priorities in real estate. Number one, real estate is senior. The real estate is senior. The deal matters more than everything. Number two, underwrite your deals for worst case scenario. Okay, these are the priorities that you want to do. First, find the real estate. The deal is senior. Then you underwrite the deal. Three, you communicate with the broker. I'll walk you through exactly how to call this broker. Okay? I'm going to show you how to call him, talk to him or her, probably a him, what to say to them, how to get them to call you back. You're going to be shocked how many of these people won't even return your phone call. The hardest part of real estate is not the deal, the debt, it's not the cash, it's not the operations, it's not the management, it's getting the damn deal. I was telling Kiyosaki this the other day. He's like, the hardest part of real estate is the management. I'm like, no it ain't, bro. The hardest part of real estate is getting the damn deal. I'm buying deals so big, the management's never a problem. Ain't nobody calling me about the deal. We're not going to call you guys when you sign up today. GrantCardone.com/invest. You're not going to get a management call. The CEO that runs Coca-Cola has to put up with the bullshit. Warren Buffett don't. Be the investor, not the CEO. You understand? Warren Buffett's not getting a phone call about Coca-Cola. The CEO is. He's pulling his hair out at night. They can call him anytime. He's their little B. Because he earns $50 million a year. Warren earns $500 from Coca-Cola every year. The CEO will lose his job and Warren will never lose his dividend. See the difference? Be the investor, not the boss. Number four, write a compelling offer. I'll show you exactly how to do this in the resource manual. How do you write an LOI? How do you write a purchase and sale agreement? Number five, how do you clarify the terms? What are the terms? What's the due diligence terms? What's the down payment terms? When do I go hard? Okay? When do I do my due diligence? How long do I need for my due diligence? Okay? How do we come to an agreement on the terms? How do I buy an entity? Number six, how do I negotiate the deal? What's a fair price? What's not a fair price? How do I back a guy up? Okay, how do I justify some retrade on the price of the asset? Number seven, how do I add value? Ultimately, if you don't know how to do number seven, dude, you can't make money in this game. How do I add value? The value add we all hear about, okay? Most people think value add means I gotta go do a kitchen. Dude, the best value add is zero spend value add. I talk about this in the program. I don't want to spend money, dude. I'm looking for value. I'm looking for $200 to $400 because I bought it. Sign of a cross, bless the property, I own it, new sheriff, rents are going up, pal, okay? It might be because I took stuff out of the property. Y'all notice, if you notice that property I just bought, Tommy Hilfiger's house. I bought Tommy's house not because I could add value, but because I could remove stuff and increase the value. We literally took stuff off of the property in order to add value. The first thing I did when I bought that house was I took stuff off the property, old trees, shrubs this high, okay? First thing, I added value when I did that. As soon as I took the shrubs out, I added value because you could see the view again. Second thing I did was add trees. I didn't fix anything. We haven't painted. I still got a bunch of ugly-ass bedrooms in that house, okay? So the first value add is the zero spend. The second one is a spend, okay, is, hey, what am I doing for kitchens, floors? These can be light, or they could be really heavy. Some people spend $2,000 on a value add. Some people spend $20,000. Okay, so I know guys that spend $20,000 and $25,000 per unit and justify every single part of it. Okay, those are value adds. Sometimes it's just positioning and timing in the market. By the way, number 8: do I sell the deal or do I refinance? Number 8 is the holy grail. It's the one you have to know. You got to know it now before you buy the deal. You got to know, okay, on my exit, 5 years from now, 7 years from now, 10 years from now, what do I want to do here? Is this the right market? Because if you understand that, you will be able to pay up to get the best deals in the market. I did not know that when I was starting, so I was scared. If you remember my graph, I went long periods of time between deals, and then I finally got the confidence. I finally put together the exact code that would guarantee me not just a good deal, but a deal that I could buy, go to sleep that night, and never worry about, including going through the worst of the economies and saying, I know this is a good deal, I know we're going to make money here. It's not when, it's not if, it's when. And I get paid during the if, okay? So those 8 things you need to look for as priorities, okay? Now, why aren't you buying real estate today? Why aren't you have a bunch? We got to confront this, folks. Why aren't you doing more deals? Number one, you don't understand the full value of real estate. You think you do. But here's the deal. Once you fully understand the value, you're going to start seeing real estate on your net worth statement. If real estate is not on your net worth statement, if you got IRAs, 401ks, you got cash in accounts, money markets, savings, bonds, stock market, ETFs, you got mutual funds, you got some stuff over at Schwab, some stuff at Fidelity. Dude, and you don't have any real estate. If you have more of that paper shit than you have real estate, you don't understand the real value of real estate. And that by itself is a reason to grab this course, grantcardone.com/invest, grantcardone.com/invest, so you can start adding real estate to your net worth statement. The bank will love you for it, I promise. Number 2, you complicate the deal with legal. Many of you are out running around getting LLCs. You don't need to do that in the beginning. Nobody needs. I got people investing money with me. Do I need an LLC? No, bro. Just sign the paperwork, send the money. I got all that handled. The bigger the deal, by the way, the less legal you need, because the bank's going to help you. The bank's going to tell you exactly what you have to have. Number 3, you're not buying real estate because you doubt yourself. You're not buying real estate not because it's too expensive or because you missed the market. It's because you don't trust you. And that's why I wanted to do this today. So that I could make you a student, you could learn, and immediately become an investor. And for those of you that are still have doubt, I'm like, hey, I'll give you a credit at my store right now. Okay? Number 4, you guys aren't buying real estate because you're not willing to pay enough. Okay? Ryan's over here shaking his head. He's like, yeah, man. Ryan's missed deals because he didn't pay enough. Many of you, you cannot make money on a deal you don't own. If you don't own it, you can't prosper. If you don't own it, you can't profit. If you don't own it, you can't get cash flow. If you don't own it, you don't own it. Okay? And whoever owns it 10 years from now will benefit from the real value in buying real estate. Okay? Number 5, you worry about the wrong things. Oh my God, man, I'm gonna have people calling me. No, nobody's gonna call you. Okay? Nobody's gonna call you if you buy the right deal in the right location and take care of the tenant. If you invest with me, nobody's going to call you. They're not going to even call me. They're going to call the management company. Okay, we have management, and you remember that number 1 reason why you want to look at more units. The most important number in real estate is the number of units, then the NOI. The NOI and the number of units will support the management. Number 6, you misunderstand the power of debt. This is why you're not doing deals. Somebody got in your head and said you need to pay your stuff off. Now, this is for everyone out there that has paid off their home, their real estate, their boat, their car, everything. You're like, I'm so proud. I'm blessed. I'm the best. I paid everything off. Okay, yeah, pay the boat off, pay the cars off. You need debt. You need debt, okay? Good debt is a good thing to have. You've been misinformed. You're treating all debt equally, and all things are not equal. No different than all people are equal. Yeah, we might be given an equal chance, a shot. I doubt that either. But you have to make a different move when it comes to debt. Real estate, commercial real estate income debt is the best debt in the world today to get. Number 7, you don't know how to negotiate your deals, and that's why you're not negotiating deals. You're looking, you're seeing, you're researching, and you don't know how to negotiate, okay? Guys, I've taken this and made this so easy for you guys today. There's nothing to negotiate. There's nothing to wait on. How many spots we got left, Jared, for this set? I said I would open this up to another 250 people.
We have 76.
76 left. GrantCardone.com/invest. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, we're in a hyper expansion mode with no supply. If you're looking at this graph right now, we have the supply on real asset property for people to live in is at lows, okay? Investors are scooping up real estate today. This is a super cycle that we're in. We're coming out of COVID, and it is an opportunity of a lifetime to find single-family homes. Buy below replacement market, okay? I'm going to show you how to buy a single-family home, rehab and flip it, or sell it. I'm going to show you how to find flips and wholesales. I'm going to show you how to do rental income and cash flow models. I'll show you how to find distressed service providers, banks, REOs. I'll show you how to do all this, and I'll show you the 6 ways to guarantee yourself that you make money in real estate. 1, cash flow. 2, appreciation. 3, depreciation. I know people that buy real estate just for the depreciation. They're like, I don't care if it ever cash flows. I will sit here, I will rob the depreciation from the property, I will offset my income, my earned income taxes. I know people that only do 1031 exchanges. I've done like, 11 of them. Protected myself against tens of millions of dollars in taxes. I'll show you how to do that. 5, refinances. How many have I done?
Dozens.
Dozens. I'm working on the next dozen of refinances that I will do. Okay. So that I can go to the bank and the bank doesn't trick F me. That I know the games, the insides, and I know what to ask for, and I know what banks do these refinances and which ones don't. One of the mistakes many of you are making, you go to the wrong bank for the wrong loan, for the wrong thing. Just because they'll give you a car loan, dude, don't mean they're going to give you this loan.
Yeah.
Just because they'll give you a Visa, MasterCard, okay, they want to make you a slave, doesn't mean all debt is slavery debt. Some of this debt is like, bro, I want to go, this is my freedom debt. Do you understand Apple Computer has $90 billion in cash? And 2 weeks ago borrowed $89 billion, and they had enough cash to write the check, but they went and got a loan. Why? Because they get to write off the debt. Okay? They don't get to write off when they take cash. Number 6, how do I sell something? Those are the 6 ways. There's a couple of other ways that are a little more complicated, but they're portfolio sales. So how do I multiply this portfolio so I sell more of it? Warren Buffett, the great oracle of investing, said if you don't find ways to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. Back to me, Johnny. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm begging you, pleading with you, and doing everything possible to make it easy for you to learn this game. Okay, my businesses, my main business, what will we do this year, Jerry? Out of the event business, the online business, the
112 million.
Okay, I'll make $112 million for my main business. This is not my real estate business. Okay, $60 million of that will hit the bottom line, and I got to pay taxes. They're going to come get me unless I can figure out something to do. They're going to get $30 million from me. Do you understand that means half the time that I worked, half the trips I took, half the meetings that we had, half the great things that I came up with, half the people, half of everything I did was for the U.S. government. Half of all the worrying I'm doing is half of it goes to some freaking U.S. government to never ever take care of the roads, the schools, the hospitals, the community. None of this money ever makes it to the people. Okay, now, the same period of time, my real estate business goes up in the same year. I'll bet you our real estate value since COVID went up $300 million. My tax event on that appreciation, is 0. Of that money, I could go get a loan today for that money, and they'd give me $120 million because of the new value. And this is a non-taxable event. So when you guys see me go out and buy a jet, helicopters, I'm using this money right here to go buy more assets that I can write off. You don't know the game. Nobody explained this game to you. I'm spending my day-to-day with you to explain to you, to convince you, to try to overwhelm you with data. To say, look, a couple things. First of all, do this so you can slow the information down. There's no way you consume everything I just gave you in 2 hours. What, 2 hours and 30 minutes?
2:36, yeah.
There's no way it's just all data everywhere, right? So what I want to do in this course, the video course, these courses back here, 16 hours of content where I just slow everything. Okay, what's the location? What's NOI? What's income? What's the purchase and sale agreement? What's the due diligence? What's the downside? How do I measure worst case scenario? How do I get debt? What's the debt coverage ratio? Like, I'm going to go through everything. How do I know a good market? How do I know a good rent? How do I get a good tenant? How do I pick a management company? What should I pay the management company? What bank should I go to? What broker should I call? How do I call? What do I say? How do I follow them up? How do I sell it? How do I negotiate? Like, I'm just going to go on, but I can't do all that today. The course is 16 hours. I'm jamming 2 hours right now. Okay, it's impossible. I can't even stay on one thing. So you get a home study manual, so you get to take this manual right here, and you get to walk through while I'm talking video. You get to use these pages. Why are apartments a great investment? So you and your family can start getting secure. By the way, you can share this one program with your entire family. Okay, when you grab the 16 hours, you get the resource book, you get the home study manual. You get the 16 hours, and you get to come to Miami December 13th, 14th, and 15th for 3 days. And you get to meet me, and you get to see other real estate investors in the room from all parts of the world and all parts of the country that are actually trying to do the same things you are. Okay? We're going to be having speakers there. I'm bringing in a guy that owns 100,000 units. I got to call Stephen, by the way. I'm going to call a guy that started with none. He's got hundreds of thousands of units. I'm trying to get Jonathan Morgan, a guy I bought deals from. I'm trying to get my buddy that did the growth conference. Don Peoples, who's building skyscrapers right now. These are super talented people that are going to come. I'm going to bring a debt guy there. I'm going to bring a guy there that sold $35 billion worth of real estate to talk to you guys about what kind of real estate is the hottest in this country right now. So I'm going to give you that for 3 days. If you can't travel in, and I'm begging you, please take the time to travel in so you can meet these other people. So it's not just Grant getting rich on real estate. You know, this is a big stop for a lot of people. They see me talking fast, doing all my stuff, my shuck and jive, and they're like, he can do it, but I can't do it. This isn't about me, guys. I'm telling you, like, anybody can do real estate. Real estate comes in real estate investors come in all kind of flavors. Men, women, black, brown, white, young. I've met them all. I knew a guy, 19 years old, had 1,000 units. 1,000 units. My friend Robert Martinez, how many units do they have now?
6,000, I think. How many? Three?
Hispanic. Roberto Martinez, Houston, Texas, 3,000 units. The little skinny dude that just, what's his name? Crazy man and his wife in Dallas.
Oh, Sunrock
and Zondo. Okay, I think they own 800 units right now. Like, anybody can play this game. Robert Gibbons, my friend, that probably owns 80 units right now. Single guy, married guy, white dude, kind of country clubbish, real estate part-time, real estate investor part-time, cool dude, conservative. You'd never know him. You know, he's got millions of dollars in real estate investments. So anybody can play this game. Anybody can play this game. My friend on Clubhouse,
Alvin Johnson.
I think he's in Dallas or somewhere in Texas. What's her name? What's the girl's name? Vina. Super smart girl. I'm going to have her speak at this 3-day event. Vina's been doing multifamily in Atlanta for years. So don't miss that event. That's complete. I give you that seat. Now, when I'm out of seats, I'm out of seats. Okay? So grab that seat. Those are $5,000. I'm giving you that seat. The website's grantcardone.com/invest. And when you take advantage today while we're live, okay, I think I have 70. How many? What do you got left?
48.
48 spots left for the investment, and then I'm tapped out. I'm going to give you a $1,000 investment in my current deal. We buy massive properties. These are big deals. Okay?
As long as you qualify, you're a U.S. person, you're over the age of 18, and you meet the requirements, you'll get the investment. If for whatever reason you don't qualify, we're going to give you a $1,000 credit in our store.
So you get the course. It's $1,040. It's $17,000 at my website. You get to buy it for $1,040. I give you a $1,000 credit at my store if you don't qualify for the investment. Once you finish the investment paperwork and you qualify, I'm going to move that $1,000 to you as an investment in my current deal. And these are massive properties. These are the best properties that you can buy in the United States Every deal that I do today, I'm competing with a major player or institution for that same asset. So we're really, really confident about what we're buying. Okay? Please don't just take today and be inspired. Okay, remember what the old man said. If you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, and I would add, when you die. Okay, you're going to work until you die. You're going to be stressed out every single day. Warren Buffett said that. I would say to you, and I'm inspired by something that happened to me personally in my life. When I was 10 years old, my dad died. He was 52 years old. The income stopped the next day. Okay, because the income stopped, my mom got scared. My mom should have been in grief and she was in fear. And my dad, he did everything right. My dad did everything. He didn't have any debt. Cars were paid for. The house was paid for. He had some life insurance. Life insurance kicked in. The life insurance gives my mom a lump sum payment. And the income stopped. Folks, if you don't have income, you have fear. I mean, unless you got like $20 million sitting around. And even if you got 20 million sitting around, you're seeing it go down every single day. I know somebody thinking, if I had 20 million, okay, then I'd be fine. Whatever. There's probably a number where you are fine. But you're still going down every single day, okay? The thing to have today is income. Real assets that provide you with real income that you don't have to trade time for. Okay? Last thing I'll tell you is this. Earned income is what you were taught to do by institutions and an educational system that wins when you make mistakes. They sold you a bill of goods. Get a job, get better at your job, earn more income as you get older at your job. And these people that told you this, these are institutions and an educational system that both benefit by you falling for that. That is not the way to create wealth, and it is not the way to create wealth freedom, and it is not the way to stay well. Okay? The way to stay well is to be able to live life on your terms, go where you want, do what you want, stay as long as you want. It's not to eat D. It's not to eat. It's not to kneel down to the king and say, yes, sir, yes, sir. It is, in the beginning, you must kneel down to the king and say, yes, sir, so that you get money in order to buy your own assets that one day will take over when you're done kneeling to the king. Okay? You have to break this institutional idea. These people have told you to buy a house, to get a higher education, to borrow money for a house, to borrow money for a home, to borrow money for a boat, a car, to borrow money for this or that, or to borrow money for education, and they did not encourage you to go buy a piece of real estate that would take care of you and your family. They did encourage you to buy their stocks, their paper, their treasury bonds, their ETFs, their mutual funds. They did say you should diversify. And I'm telling you, everything they're telling you to do. They told you to stay liquid, right? Because if you stay liquid, they can trade you out of your liquidity. I'm telling you right now, the single best investment you can go into the 2022 and out is going to be real assets. As we become more meta and more NFTs and more cryptos, as more of this digital becomes digital, I'm telling you, the more real your investments are, the better you're going to sleep at night, the more cash flow you're going to have, and the more wealth you're going to create in your future. Take advantage of this today, okay? I think we got a few more, okay? So when that's over, grantcardone.com/invest, grantcardone.com/invest. You get everything I have, everything I've ever done on real estate. The real estate course, 16 hours. You get the resource book. You get the home study manual, right?
Yeah, you get the 3-day summit.
You get the 3-day summit. That's $5,000. I'm giving you all that for $1,040. And if that's not enough, for those of you who live in the United States and are American, U.S. person, I'm going to give you a $1,000 investment in one of my current deals as long as you qualify and when you finish the paperwork. And for anybody who doesn't, I'm going to give you a credit my store. This is a no-brainer. I hope you take advantage of it. Don't miss it. But please do this for me. Go away from here, my young brothers and sisters, younger or older than me. I hope you guys that are 55 years old paying attention. I've made more money in the last 10 years. For those of you who think it's too late, it's not too late, trust me. These deals are in your backyard right now. right now, right here, right now for you. They're in Minneapolis, they're in Los Angeles, they're in Las Vegas, they're in Oklahoma, they're in Tulsa, they're in Nebraska, they're in Denver, all over the damn state of Colorado. Okay? They're in liberal states, they're in red states, you name it, they're out there. From Alaska to Sydney, they're all over Sydney. You guys just don't know what you're looking for. It's too expensive in Sydney. Yeah, well, guess what? It's going to be more expensive 10 years from now. 20 years from now, it's going to be more expensive than it was 10 years before that. Okay, real estate keeps doing this. Okay, if you go back to 1945, you're going to see rents doing this for 10 years. Every 10 years, for 70 years, rents have gone up. Decide on what asset class you want to be in. Shop the market. Know what you're looking for. Learn this game in these courses. Invest the 16 hours. Come spend 3 days with me, and I'll put you on the road to investing in real estate starting right here today. GrantCardone.com/invest. Take advantage of it. Do it. I can't wait to send you your first check. I can't wait to hear about your first deal, and I can't wait to see you when you show up in Miami.
All right, these are live.
Boom, we're done.
Yeah, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Hours.
So hang on,
3
let's
hours.
see here.
You gotta take advantage of it.